Hi guys and welcome back to the channel. So today is my wedding anniversary, so I'm making some cheesecakes. Now I've got some of these, right, and a customer of ours keeps them for us, and I think they're these GU things. I think she gets them in them not Just Eat, what's it called? Hello Fresh and stuff like that. I think she gets them in them, and she just keeps us like jam jars and stuff like that. But these here are really, really good for individual cheesecake. So my son doesn't like the biscuit base, but he does like cheesecake. So these here are ideal because I make him his personalised individual cheesecakes. So what I'm doing is I'm doing two varieties of cheesecake because we celebrate with different people. So I'm doing a ginger biscuit base with a lemon filling, and that's Carl's favourite, so that's what he likes, so I'm doing that for him. And then anybody else that wants a lemon. And then I love Biscoff, so I'm going to do individual Biscoff cheesecakes. Dylan will have one of each, but he just won't have a biscuit base. So I'm going to start off by getting my biscuits. So you can do this a number of ways. You can see my dirty washing up in the sink there. You can do this a number of ways. You can put them in a bowl and just bash them, or you can put them in a bag and just bash them. So if you're having a stressful day, it's handy to make a cheesecake for biscuit base. So these are the ginger biscuit ones, and I'm just guessing because I normally do a set mixture for like one big cheesecake, and when I did the last cheesecakes I got it spot on, to be honest. But I think that was with digestives. But yeah, so all I'm doing is I'm just bashing these ginger biscuits up, and then I'm going to melt some butter, a couple of tablespoons of butter. You can either blast it in the microwave or do it on the hob. I just do it on the hob. I haven't got a microwave, to be honest. It broke and I never hardly used it, so I just never replaced it, and I've never missed it. So some people think I'm strange because they haven't got a microwave, but I think I only used it for jackataties, and then they're better in the oven anyway. So yeah, I'll have to be careful because I think I'm bashing the bag open. So yeah, so there's me ginger biscuit base done. So I'll put that there. I'm going to do some digestive biscuits and get them bashed, and then I'm going to start on the fillings. So there's me digestives. So I'll bash the life out of them. And I might as well melt enough butter at the same time. Just let the air out of that a bit so it doesn't pop. I'll melt enough butter, so about 4 tablespoons, you know what I mean, to do the biscuit bases all at once rather than doing it in there. So I'm just on my break at work, so I'll get them done and in the fridge. These are no-bake cheesecakes, and honestly, they're so simple. I don't know why anybody buys a cheesecake when you can make a no-bake one so easy yourself. So there's my digestive ones done. Now, if you wanted to use, these are knockoff, by the way, the knockoff Biscoff. So if you wanted to use the Biscoff for a biscuit base, go for it. The reason why I am using digestives is because I'm putting Biscoff in the cheesecake itself, in that mixture itself, and I'm also putting Biscoff on the top of the cheesecake, and I'm also sprinkling some of these biscuits on, or maybe just putting a whole biscuit on, we'll see how it goes, on the top. So I don't want a Biscoff base as well because it's going to be overly Biscoff, if that makes sense. Now the cheesecake, I'm not going to overly flavour the cheesecakey bit itself because I'm going to put the topping on. You'll see, it'll all come together. But yes, so that's the reason why I'm not using the knockoff Biscoff base biscuits, because I think it will be too Biscoffy. So I'm going to start the lemon one first, and I've got a video on the lemon one on my channel anyway. So one thing I will say, I don't use fresh lemons in my cheesecake. Personal preference, and personally I think it's better. I use lemon curd. I generally make my own, but this is shop bought, and it is easy to make your own, to be honest. I need to do a video. I've got it written down that I need to do a video on how to do that. So let's get cracking with a lemon cheesecake. And as I said, it was our anniversary. Carla's just came in with these. What do you think, Ruben? What do you think? Eh? You like them? Whoa!
I'm saying my dad's getting a soft touch.
You a soft touch? Nah, you just love us. Look at them. Aren't they gorgeous? More flowers. I love it. I'm spoiled. Right, I need to put these in a bloody vase now. I also got these are more bloody flowers, honestly. And I got I wanted a TV for the camper van. Because sometimes, like when we're away and stuff like that, I haven't got a TV in there, and it would be nice to just watch a bit of telly or put the YouTube on like a bigger screen or something. So I got a one of them. So yeah, so I think we're going away at some point, so we'll be using it then, so I'll show you then. But yeah, I'll get my flowers sorted first. Right, so back on track. So I want my cream cheese, so I'm going to put a pack and a half, so that's 300 grams, and then I'm going to put my double cream in, and I'm just going to whiz through this one because there is a one on about the lemon cheesecake. So I'm going to put a pack and a half of that in, and this here is, again, it's not Philadelphia, it is full fat. I do believe that you have to have, I mean, make it with low fat cream cheese if you want to, but I just don't think it's the same. So I always use full fat, but I just use the supermarket brand. It doesn't have to be, you know, Philadelphia. It doesn't have to be expensive, what we're doing here. So right, I've got that. Next thing I need is, oh, honestly, I'm proper spoiled. Ice and sugar, putting some of that in, and then I'm going to put my double cream in there. Normally I mix the cheese and the ice and sugar together, but it doesn't really matter. So I'll put that in, and then I'll put my lemon in. Oh God, smashing the place up. Honest, I never have anything plugged in. Is it in? Yeah. So we'll give that a mix, just so that it all combines, the cheese and the cream. It doesn't have to be whisked up completely. And then, secret ingredient is the lemon curd. So I'm going to put that in. And there we go. I'm going to mix that until it's nice and thick. And then that's our lemon cheesecake done. So this is the ginger biscuit base, and I've just added, there is a few lumpy bits in there, but it doesn't matter, it's just personal preference. If you want it like dust, you can, but if not, it's fine. So yeah, so this is the biscuit base where I've added the butter, so I'm just going to now put this in the individual pots. So when I put these in the pot, it really is just as simple as that. If you want your biscuit base loose, just plop it in, and then just don't do anything with it. But I tend to push it down, push it and get more cheesecake in that way. So I tend to push it down. These are then going to go into the fridge to set. And then once they've set, I'm going to put the lemon cheesecake mixture on the top. So this is the sort of consistency that you want, so that's in a peak and it's not runny. And this is the lemon one. So this is going on top of our biscuit base. I haven't got loads of room to work with here. So this is my mixture, and I want, we'll do Dylan's first, because there'll be hell on if we don't have enough mixture left for him. So this should do if I've gauged it correct. So you can see what I'm doing. It's funny, you know, because my mum bought a card. Well, she's bought 3 anniversary cards for us. The first one was on your silver wedding anniversary. Your silver wedding anniversary is like 25 years, so she's obviously picked the wrong thing up. And then the other one that she picked up was a Mrs. and Mrs. So she's had to get another one. So she's bought 3 cards to get 1 right, bless her. So I'm just going to divide this cheesecake mixture between these bowls. And what I do, I usually swirl a bit of lemon curd on the top, but I used it all in the filling, so I'm just going to pop a little raspberry on the top. And raspberry, honestly, it goes really, really well with this. You don't have to, but I'll put a little fresh raspberry on the top just to finish it off. And I'll put Dylan some more in his. So we'll get these sorted out and all neatened up. I made a little video and it's got like loads of photos of me and Carl and like adventures and just different stuff that's happened like over the years and that. And I shared it to my Facebook, just like with family and friends and stuff. So I don't know if YouTube picked it up because it's got like a song on, so I might get copyrighted because Carl's just watched it because I tagged him. So, right, so we'll get these in the fridge. I'll just put a raspberry on and I'll show you what I mean. So just finishes them off, doesn't it? Hello, Husky boy. You can't have none. I might let you have some later. We'll put Dylan. No, I'll put him one on. I'll know which one's these anyway. So yeah, so that's all I'm doing. So I've ended up getting 6, well 7 really, 6 and then Dylan. So maybe would have got 8 to be honest, but I've just filled this one full of the mixture. So let's start the knockoff Biscoff cheesecake. So I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm just going to pop our cream cheese in here, same as what I did with the lemon. If you can hear the butter in the background, it's just I'm melting the butter for the biscuit base of this one. Oh, I just need a bit more butter, that's all. So I'll get all of our cream cheese in, some icing sugar, and our Biscoff. Ice and sugar. I'll give that a quick blitz. So that's mixed in. So now we're going to add our knockoff Biscoff. And as I say, I'm not going to add, there's not that much left in this jar to be honest. A couple of tablespoons in there. And we'll give that a blitz. So that's combined there, so that's the Biscoff. So all I'm going to put in now is our double cream. And in both of them, I haven't added any vanilla essence or anything, and usually maybe I would. But the flavours of the lemon and of the Biscoff is so prominent anyway. Don't need to. So we'll whiz this up and get it into a stiff peak. And I'll just show you as well. There's my biscuit base for the digestive one. So this is digestive base for these and then a ginger base for the lemon. Right guys, schoolgirl error. Right, so I'll tell you what happened. You know I said that Carl bought me a TV for the camper van? He asked me to go and lie on the bed and make sure that the TV was in the right place, right? So what I did, I popped out, left me ingredients on the top, never thought anything of it, right? Come back in, started doing the cake mix, and this is what it, not cake mix, cheesecake filling. This is what it looks like when it's split. And the reason being is the cream, when it goes in, has got to be cold. And absolute schoolgirl error, I've just left the cream out on the top. It's a really warm day. I wasn't even out there that long, to be fair. But this is what happens when you do that and it splits. So I've had that in the fridge for a bit, right? It is edible, right? But I am gonna get rid of this. I'm not gonna use it. But can you see here, look? It's like almost, I don't know how to describe it, but that's what it looks like when it's split. So Carl's going to pick our son up from work, so he's going to call in and get us another couple of tubs of the cream cheese. I've already got loads of double cream left, so I'm going to redo the mix. I'm not going to record it because I've already showed you. But this is what it looks like when you cock up and it splits. So there you go. So don't get distracted when you're doing stuff like me. So that'll be going a journey. I'll be starting afresh with the Biscoff. So this, guys, is what it is actually supposed to look like. Obviously just ignore that. I've got no handle on my thing. I think I'm just heavy-handed on my whisk. So that is what it's supposed to look like. That's better, isn't it? So I need that one first because that one's Dylan's. And I'm going to melt. You can either do it in the microwave, as I've already explained, I don't have one. So I'll just be doing mine over a bowl of hot water. Put the pan of hot water on the hob, and I'll be melting some of the knockoff Biscoff. Melt that, and then I'll be putting a layer of the melted Biscoff on top of the cheesecake mixture. And then what I'm going to do is I might whip a bit cream and do a bit of a swirl and stick a biscuit in it. Might work out well. So I'll get cracking with them, just filling the tubs. It's dead easy. So I'll fill these and then I'll show you the next bit. So this is the Biscoff. I've just melted it. Melted it down a bit. Had a nightmare with this one, haven't we, Carl?
Yeah.
It was your fault.
Can't even get in the kitchen anymore.
I'm nearly done, Matt.
Guys, you're only seeing about 15 minutes of the video. Been on about 6.5 hours.
I have not.
And I'm having to do the washing up.
You wouldn't know. Right, so I'm going to put that like that. They're going to set. That one's Dylan's. So let's have a look. Will be a tester with Dylan's because I don't know whether the biscuits will stand up while this is still runny or if I have to wait for it to set. Let's have a look. Obviously I'll clean all of the bowls and that up. Yeah, I'm going to wait for it to set before I put the biscuits in. That's Dylan's. And I'll clean all of the things in there up. What am I doing here? So we're not cooking tonight. We're going to have an Indian tonight. It's our favourite cuisine, isn't it, Carl?
Yeah.
The Indian. So we're going to have that tonight, and then if we've got room, we'll have a cheesecake after. I'll put these in the fridge to set, and we'll just finish them off by putting a knockoff Biscoff biscuit in the top, and then that'll finish the whole dessert off. So now you can probably see why I used digestives, because obviously I'm putting this on the top, and I've got a little tinge of Biscoff in the cheesecake mixture itself. So yeah, so I'll bring you back. I don't even know if you can see what I'm doing, you know. Anyway, I'll bring you back in a bit. So I've just finished them off by putting a biscuit on, and I've just stuck a little bit of Biscoff paste spread stuff underneath so that they stick on, and I think they look fantastic.